Let's make sorullos de maíz. Make sure you have butter, your cheese. I'm going to use 2 different cheeses, Swiss, 2 slices of Swiss and 3 slices of yellow American. You're going to need some cornmeal. You're going to need some salt. I'm going to use some confectioner's sugar. This is optional. I just love sweetness. Some sugar. I'm using brown sugar and 2 cups of water. You're going to also need something to fry it in. I'm going to use coconut oil. You're going to pour your water into a pot. Add the sugar. Once it starts boiling, you're going to add in your cornmeal. You're going to stir it. You can turn off the heat at this point once your water is boiling, so you can stir the cornmeal and mix it up. It doesn't matter if you see some lumps in there. You can just keep stirring and break them up as you go. I forgot to add in the butter. The butter, you can add it with the water and the sugar before you add the cornmeal. However, I still added the butter, so it came out good anyway, but it's better if you put it with the water, like you melt it in the water with the sugar before you actually add the cornmeal. So once you see that the lumps are pretty much gone, you can let this sit for like 10 to 15 minutes to cool off, or you can put it in the freezer. I let it cool off for like 5-10 minutes in the freezer and I get right to it. You might want to wear some gloves. So as I mentioned before, I totally forgot to add in the butter, so I'm going to add it now. As you can see, I'm going to speed up the video a little bit, and once I'm done with that, I'm going to let it cool off. I'm going to be cutting my cheeses into slices so that I can put it inside the sorullo once it's ready. I'm going to use 2 cheeses, like I said, Swiss cheese and white American. You can use mozzarella, you can use American white, you can use any cheese that you like. Remember that you're the one that's going to eat it, so everyone has different taste buds. It's up to you. So I stopped the video because my cats were killing each other, and I thought I was recording still, but I really wasn't. So this is like towards the end, but you're going to see anyway how I did the other ones. It's the same way. You're going to grab whatever amount you want. It doesn't matter how big or small. Just make sure that you make a wedge inside so you can seal it up. Make sure there's no like air pockets or anything like that. Roll it up nicely. Make sure you smooth it out. The important part is that the cheese is in the center, so when you're frying it, it doesn't spill out and then you make a mess and the cheese is all over the place and burned, and you don't want that. So just make sure that this part, you're making a wedge inside, put in your cheeses and seal it up nicely, smooth it out and roll it up as so. So this seems like a little process, but it's not that bad. It takes about 20 minutes between making the cornmeal, and then cutting up the cheese and rolling it up. So you just have to make sure that the mixture cools down a little bit. And after that, it's pretty fast. You just fry it for like 5 minutes tops. You're going to see when it turns golden, that's when it's ready. Because you already pre-cooked the cornmeal, so all you have to do is fry it to, actually melt the cheese. And if you ever have made sorullos or even try them, let us know in the comment section. Let us know what you think about this recipe as well. If you have any other ideas, because I've seen other people put like meat inside of it, but I don't know about that. I think with cheese is the best way. Some people don't put the cheese like I do. They just mix it in with the actual mixture, the cornmeal. But I think this is better because you're going to see how the cheese is going to melt. It's going to look so delicious. And I've never tried 2 cheeses. This is my first time. I usually use the yellow, but I was like, hey, I have some Swiss cheese. Let me try it out. And I think the next time I'm going to try mozzarella. Sounds good. Okay, so I'm about done here with this. I think I have a little bit more left, maybe like for a little small one. I don't like to waste anything. Okay, so I think I'm gonna make a little one with a tiny bit. Yep, this is gonna be a little baby sample. that I'm gonna make with this little bit. Okay, so I'm just gonna speed it up a little bit to finish this last one here. Throw in my cheese. And then that's it. We are ready to start frying our sorullos. Sorullitos de maíz. Sorullitos de maíz. Look at this. I made about 10. Okay, so now you want to get the pan. Make sure that there's no water inside, that it's nice and dry before you actually throw in the oil, because if not, it's going to be popping everywhere. So once you see the bubbles in your oil, it is time to fry. So just throw it one at a time. Make sure you don't overcrowd the pan so they can cook nice and evenly. As you can see, I'm not deep frying them. I'm just doing halfway, but that's fine. As long as you have enough of oil, it's gonna cook fine. It's been about 2 minutes. As you can see, they are turning golden. So you want to stir them around to the other side. Just turn them around. Make sure that they're cooking evenly, that they're turning golden all the way around. I'm using a spoon. Just be very, very careful that make sure that everything is dry, because if you spill one little drop of water into this oil, this hot oil, forget it. It's going to be a war in your kitchen. It's going to be popping all over the place. So just be very careful. Perfect golden color that you want. It's ready to come out. I'm going to speed up the video just to throw in the next batch. And that's it. These sorullos are almost ready to be devoured. Okay, so they're ready to come out. And then we're going to get ready for the next batch. I did about 10. So these are 5. And I think the next batch is another 5. So it's half for me and half for my brother. So the same thing. Make sure that your oil is nice and hot. Make sure that you're spacing them out. Don't put too many together unless you have like a deep fryer, as I mentioned before, then it's fine. Again, once you see your sorullos turning golden, it's time for them to come out. So you can see they're nice and golden. They're ready to come out. Just drain them out a little bit. You can have like a paper towel on a plate once you're done frying them so that it can absorb all of the oil. And now we're ready for the last 2 that I have left, because I had 10. And we're almost ready to serve. Look at this deliciousness. Now, I'm gonna add some confectioner's sugar. You can skip this step, but I like my sorullos to be sweet. And there you have it. Comment below. Leave me your honest opinion. It's time to devour. It's time to munch. Look at this. Look how cheesy. And if you made it to the end of this video, I want to thank you for watching. If you liked the video, show me some love. Give it a like. And enjoy. See you next time. Bye.